And our Thursday night football brings us to Pittsburgh and Heinz Field for an AFC North matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. As you take a look at the standings in the division, Baltimore and Pittsburgh tied in the top spot at 9-3. But by virtue of a sweep, the Ravens right now have the tiebreaker advantage over the Steelers. Welcome to Pittsburgh, everybody. Brad Nessler along with Mike Mayock. And with that, the Ravens, the team that beat Pittsburgh here already once this year, that puts them in the driver's seat right now, Mike. And Mike Tomlin, talking with us yesterday, he said, you know what, we put ourselves in this situation. All we have to do, though, is continue to win and hope for some help.
Yeah, and the key is get a win tonight, and then you get a bye weekend effectively in 10 days to prepare for a huge game at San Francisco the following Monday night. Now, Brad, the reality is this division is so darn good that either Pittsburgh or Baltimore is probably going to win 12 or 13 games, end up as the number 5 seed, and have to go on the road wild card weekend. Tough sledding, man.
Yep, well, they have won 3 in a row, the Steelers, 7 of their last 8. They're on a roll. You just saw Ben Roethlisberger last week. They rolled on Cincinnati big. He was running the no-huddle, and he was running it almost to perfection.
And it's interesting because their offense is definitely morphed this year. They're only running the football 42% of their snaps. That's an all-time franchise low. To me, the reason's pretty simple. Number 17, Mike Wallace. Number 84, Antonio Brown. When you combine the wide receivers and the tight ends, I think they're the second best group in the National Football League behind Green Bay.
Well, Cleveland hasn't won here since 2003. To have a chance tonight, they've got to be able to run the ball. That was their bread and butter last year, but somebody's got to help out Colt McCoy.
Yeah, and I'm watching the tape last week. Peyton Hillis starts out +7, +9, +8. You got something going, but he only had 9 more carries the rest of the game. He got beat up pretty good by that Baltimore defense, but they've got to find a way to run the football. I don't care if it's him or Hardesty. You're not going to beat this Pittsburgh Steelers team if Colt McCoy has to throw the ball 35 to 40 times.
All right, let's check in. Third member of our team down in the field, Alex Flanagan. Alex.
Hey, Brad. Well, Colt McCoy will not have to worry about outside linebacker Lamar Woodley tonight, but he should watch out for his replacement, Jason Worilds. The big difference between him and Woodley is a stronger pass rusher, Worilds a faster pass rusher. Woodley telling me that the Cleveland Browns better not go after Jason Worilds. If they do, they're in trouble. He says he expects at least 2 sacks out of Jason Worilds tonight on the young quarterback, Colt McCoy.
All right, Alex, stay warm. Cleveland won the toss. They'll receive, and that means Josh Cribbs, who has 8 career kickoff returns for touchdowns. And by the way, 3 of those have come against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, but the problem is he's had no touchdowns in his last 73 returns, which for him is the longest drought of his career.
Squeeze him to kick. And we're underway in Pittsburgh. Cribbs camps under this one a yard deep. Got to the 20, and that's it. So Colt McCoy comes out. There's his numbers on the season. He's 6-14 as a starter. And in his high school career and all his time at Texas, he only lost 9 games. So this is a tough time for him.
You could sense, Brad, at our meeting last night, some frustration. A, with the losing, and B, it's a new offense. Effectively, he's a rookie again in year 2.
Starts from the 20-yard line with Hillis behind him. And Hillis gets the first call. He got about 2, and that's it.
Hillis, the ball carrier.
Casey Hampton in on the stop. The Browns, the last 4 games, have picked up the rushing game a little bit, and part of that's Hillis, who's only played in 6 games due to injuries. But the guys that he runs behind, Pinkston's a rookie. Mack, Pro Bowler last year. You look at the rest of the group. The leading receiver last year was Watson, the tight end. The wideouts, Greg Little, a rookie. Massaquoi, Marisik, the rookie fullback. And the throw down the middle is complete to Watson. And he's going to be short of the first down, but he got about 6.
Classic West Coast play right there. Tight end hooking up over the middle for about 8 yards. Good throw by McCoy.
2 tight ends will be utilized a lot tonight. Watson and Evan Moore. Massaquoi and Hillis go out.
Brad, these are important situations. Cleveland has what they want. 3rd and short. They've got to convert and keep Roethlisberger off the field.
Obadiah is the single setback right now. On 3rd down and a short 2. They fake the toss to him. McCoy on a bootleg throws complete. It's first down. And it's Ben Watson again, who's already got a couple of catches. Let's take a look at the Steeler defense, as they usually are, ranked in the top 5 in the NFL. Kiesel and Hampton, along with Ziggy Hood, #1 pick last year. Harrison's been on a tear, sacking quarterbacks. Timmons, Farrier, tonight, Worlds, as Alex said, in the starting lineup. Back in the corners, Taylor and Gay. The safeties who work together as good as anybody, Polamalu and Ryan Clark. So first down for the Browns. Play action for Colt McCoy. Loads it and goes complete. Evan Moore, the tight end. We mentioned they use 2 tight ends a lot. Moore's got a big gainer, and he's down inside the 35.
And got the isolation they wanted on inside linebacker Lawrence Timmons. This guy's more like a wide receiver. Watch him drag across the middle. Now 94 Timmons is turning and running with him. That's no contest. Great hands catch, the ability to stay up after you catch the football and get important run after the catch.
Evan Moore, season-long 33-yard catch down to the Steeler 34-yard line. Back to the ground to the big guy. And he dives forward and got about 4 yards out of it. Hillis last year, almost 1,200 yards on the ground. Injury problems this year. He missed a game with strep throat, and then he had hamstring issues. And as you said, he got banged around pretty good last week.
Yeah, he really did. And as good as he was last year, he got beat up, and he also put the ball on the ground, Brad. He had 8 fumbles last year, which was more than any other running back in the league, and he lost 5 of them. Only Ahmad Bradshaw lost more fumbles among running backs.
250-pounder, one of the biggest tailbacks in the NFL. Second down at 6. Steelers showing a blitz off the corner. Pump fake by McCoy in deep middle, and he's got his man again. And it's down, first and goal. Joshua Cribbs, 25-yard pass play. So the short passing game of a week ago, all of a sudden they're stretching it out a little bit.
Yeah, and you know, Troy Polamalu is so darn good at what he does here. He's going to go this way because he sees something. But watch what happens. They use it against him. He turns and runs away from the seam route. Really good throw and catch by Cleveland.
Browns have had a big drought in the first quarter of the entire season, and here they are threatening in the opening minutes. Hillis takes the pile with him down inside the 2.
Boy, what a classic series so far by Cleveland.
Perfect, yeah.
Running the football, play action. I think Colt McCoy is most comfortable with play action. He gets his head turned around. He likes throwing on the run. And I think he likes the high-low reads of a play action throw.
Just over 4 minutes into the game, and the Browns at the Steeler 2-yard line. McCoy in the gun this time. 8th play of the opening drive. McCoy in trouble, is going to try to run for it, dives for the goal line, and he's in. Touchdown. Colt McCoy, his first score on the ground this year, and Cleveland kind of shocking the crowd here at Heinz Field.
How good was that for McCoy? Now 4 for 4 in the air, and now I like the fact that he looks down the field, and this is where he's good. He sees what he needs to see, makes the cut. Now drop your head and score. This will be reviewed. See if that knee comes down before the ball extends. I'm not even sure the ball got over. It looked like the elbow was down.
We're going to have a look. Colts already on the sideline. Here's another angle.
We're going to review the ruling of the field of touchdown.
Watch the elbow, and the ball curls right there. It looks like it's going to be inches short to me.
We'll take a break while they take a look. We'll find out if Colts got to take another snap or not when we come back. Thursday Night Football is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Find our fares online only at southwest.com. And by the Lexus December to Remember sales event for a limited time at your Lexus dealer. We await the ruling on whether or not Colt McCoy was in the end zone. Ruling on the field was touchdown. And they're still looking at it upstairs with Howard Slavin. We give you one more look if you missed it.
Left hand went down, elbow hits, and the ball's cupped inside that elbow. It looks like about the 6-inch line to me.
The runner's right arm came down on the ball, holding the ball just short of the goal line. Therefore, the ball is down inches short of the goal line, It is third down.
Ed
No
Hockley,
changes
our
in the clock.
referee, and there's the call that we expected. So the chin strap gets re-snapped, and here comes Colt McCoy for another chance. Now you would think that maybe it's Hillis at 250 pounds, unless they let Colt on a quarterback sneak. But this could be huge if they make a stop here, Mike.
Yeah, and it's so close, Brad. I always favor quarterback sneak in this situation. Just push the pile and go. And a smart quarterback can pick the correct gap.
McCoy brings him up inside the 1-yard line.
Right off the right guard, right tackle gap.
It'll be Hillis, and he is stopped. What a huge difference a play makes. Larry Foote made the stop. So much for the touchdown.
Yeah, but Harrison absolutely annihilated the tight end, Alex Smith. And then watch right here. Watch the annihilation at the point of attack. He kills him, puts him right back on his back and turtles him. Foote cleans it up. That's why Harrison is so darn good.
So instead of 7, Phil Dawson will come out for a chip shot field goal to try to get 3 on the board. The 20-yard field goal attempt. He's 19 of 24 on the year. They've had some bad snaps this year. This one is good enough, and it's inside the right upright. So the Steelers dodge a touchdown. They do give up a field goal on the Browns' opening drive, 3-0. This Sunday, don't miss the Emmy-nominated NFL Game Day morning, along with all the latest news, analysis, and injury reports. We'll go inside the history of the Cowboys-Giants rivalry in advance of their big matchup. And hear Tom Brady and Bill Belichick wired. Don't miss Game Day morning, Sunday, starting at 9 Eastern, only on NFL Network. 3-0 on the kickoff. Antonio Brown. He gets out across the 25 for the Steelers. So Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers come out for the first time. So after having 1st and goal at the 5, the Browns end up with only 3 points. And what a huge difference that Colt McCoy coming up inches short of the goal line made, with the Steelers coming up with a defensive stop.
And Brad, everybody talks about James Harrison and all the sacks. He's got 8 more this year, and that's great. But he made the tackle on McCoy short of the goal line, and then he made the play on Hillis on 3rd down. He's an all-pro player for a reason.
Steelers from their own 27.
Block 80. Block it up.
Roethlisberger to throw on 1st down. Deep middle, got a man out to midfield, and it's Mike Wallace.
Wow. And you talk about this guy ripping the ball on time. We all know about how he can extend the play. But watch what happens. Skinny post. You got to hit this between 18 and 21 yards. He's working on Sheldon Brown. As soon as Wallace turns around, the football's in the air.
Hold on, 52.
22-yard pickup out across the 48-yard line.
Wide 80. Wide 80.
Then he'll throw again and complete again. Flag down in the backfield. Johnson made the catch, the fullback / tight end.
Flag on the play.
And we'll wait and see on the penalty.
I think we're going to get a left tackle with a hand to the face.
Illegal hands to the face. Defense. Number 97. It's a 5-yard play from the previous spot. The automatic 1st down.
Automatic 1st down into Browns territory. Steelers offense. Here's how they look up front. Legursky in there in the starting lineup. Pouncey, only 22 years old and already a great center. Gilbert on the other side. Heath Miller closing in on the all-time tight end receiving record. Wallace and Hines Ward closing in on 1,000 career catches. Johnson has just made that grab on Rashad Mendenhall. Their number 1 back. He'll line up behind Johnson here in the eye at the 47-yard line of the Browns.
And this guy's a 270-pound point of attack, tight end, H-back, fullback.
They'll give Mendenhall a carry. Got popped pretty good as he got inside the 45, a pickup of 3. Gokong made the stop for the Browns. Defensively, here's how they look up front. Rubin's a good one. A couple of rookies, Taylor and Sheard on the other side. Miaba, Will Jackson's their leading tackler with 112 coming in. That's 3rd in the league. And the back end, Brown, Hayden, the 2nd-year pro. Sama Young and Mike Adams at safety. Second down at the 44-yard line. Opening offensive series for the Steelers.
Watch what?
On 2nd and 7. The throw complete. Brown's got plenty for the first down inside the 35. Will pick up a 12.
Nice job by Ben at the line of scrimmage here. This is an extended handoff to Antonio Brown. The key here is just the block right here on Sheldon Brown. Watch Wallace come out, wall him off, missed tackle, and a good job by Antonio Brown, who's one of those guys, Brad, who makes people miss both in the return game and at wideout.
And Roethlisberger threw that thing right through the hands of Osama Young, who was coming in from the safety. I don't know how he tucked it between those arms, but he did. And that's another first down. And around. Mike Wallace got the corner. Wallace down the sideline with a blocker in front of him. That blocker's David Johnson. He just got pushed him in the back and said, "I'm right behind you, brother." 21 yards on the end around.
And that's a pretty good guy to tuck in behind is David Johnson. All the flows coming this way, and here comes one of the fastest players in the National Football League, Michael Wallace. Creative ways to get him the ball. Here comes Big Boy right here. Get in behind him, 270-pound fullback, tight end, H-back. They want no, Sheldon Brown's like, I want no parts of you, big boy.
Just outside the 11, 1st and 10.
Block 80. Block it up.
Roethlisberger pumps one way, throws complete, and it's a touchdown. Jericho Cotchery, 11-yard score.
Comes out of the tight bunch set right here. What happens is up the field, and then he's going to come underneath. There's the crossing route. Great job by Ben extending the play as he always does, dishing it off late to Cotchery. Touchdown.
We knew he'd be a bigger part of the offense tonight. And just camps inside the 5 and then takes it the rest of the way for an 11-yard touchdown.
Yeah, with Sanders out, Cotchery and Hines Ward get more snaps.
Sways him in for the point after. Up and good. Caps a 73-yard drive in a hurry. 5 plays, a little over 3 minutes. Ben Roethlisberger, his 20th touchdown toss of the year. 7-3 Pittsburgh. Jericho Cotchery getting the high five. Ben Roethlisberger just hit him for an 11-yard touchdown, his 2nd touchdown catch of the year. And 5 plays, 73-yard drive, 5 first downs. You don't see that very often. 5 first downs and then the end zone.
Exactly.
Cribbs deep. He won't bring this one out. He'll have to take a knee. 6:12 remaining in the first quarter. Both teams have had good opening drives. The Steelers was better, though. They got a touchdown. Thursday Night Football is brought to you by Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Here we go. And by Applebee's. Head into Applebee's today for new sizzling entrees. Fresh flavor never sounded so good. Both teams good on their opening drives. Lynn Swann, Hall of Famer, his lovely wife, Charina. First to the screen.
That's your old partner, right?
He hung out with Swanee last night for several hours.
That's your old partner, pal.
One of the Hall of Fame wide receivers along with John Stallworth. Here's Hillis. 8 yards up the middle. That opening drive, a good one for Colt McCoy, Mike.
Yeah, 4 for 4, and most importantly, he got the football down the field. Rolls out, gets it to his tight end. Again, I love the crossing route by Evan Moore. Big play in the drive. Seam route, put it right on Cribbs, and finally the scramble down to the 1-yard line. Very efficient first drive by the Browns.
Hillis, that was his best run here in the opening stages of the first quarter. They'll give it to him again to see if he can get the first down. Trying to back in, and I think he got it. Yes, he did. Well, if he had done that at the goal line, it'd be 7-7.
Yeah, but his tight end didn't get blown up like he did on the goal line.
That's right. Malamalo went on the stop.
But they're getting what they want, Brad. They get 8 or 9 yards. You know, everything has been 2nd and short and 3rd and short. They can stay on schedule, and what that means is a lot of Peyton Hillis and then play action back. A lot of hair in this game, isn't there?
Some serious hair. Beards, too.
Gang, gang.
At the 31.
Colts checking off. He sees the linebacker X stunt coming.
End around. Cripps cuts back into the middle of the field and actually made something out of nothing. Got about 4. Alamala went on the stop.
Really good job by Jason Pinkston, the left guard, the rookie. They have 3 rookies, Brad, who have started every game so far this season. Pinkston did a real nice job picking up the blitz and allowing him to pick a few yards up.
Pinkston, a rookie out of Pittsburgh, basically was in the same building this time last year as he is, or the Steelers where they work out. So some of the Steelers know who he is, but he's played every snap at that left guard. Something else for a rookie.
Double move.
McCoy, sideline shot, got his man, Massaquoi. First down. And the Browns moving it through the air.
Double move. And again, another vertical shot. This time, Ike Taylor's going to bite on the double move. Massaquoi, a former second-round pick, does a great job. He gains separation because of the double move and makes a great catch.
Massaquoi missed a couple of games with concussion syndrome, suffered against Seattle. Kept his eye on that one beautifully. He's got a first down inside the Steelers' 42. McCoy gonna load it and go deep the other way. And this one's touched by Massaquoi, but incomplete.
And he should have made the catch. I mean, there was excellent coverage down there by William Gay, but Gay at the last minute fell off. Watch the coverage. Gay does a good job going hip to hip. Another double move. Look at him, hip to hip. Now push him toward the sideline. Great job until this point right now, and that's an offensive interference as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I was going to say,
watch him pull.
Push
right arm. Yeah, he pushes him right there. If a defender did that, there'd been 7 flags on the field, Brad. Right? Defensive back.
Yeah.
Everybody's throwing haymakers from everywhere, but you offensive guys get away with it.
First incompletion for Colt McCoy. Play action again. Wanted to throw a screen, and now lets it fly. He got Hill, somehow made a one-handed catch, and flags fly in at the end of the play after a pickup of 2. That flag from the far side of the field and late. Ed Hockley will give us a call.
An eligible receiver downfield by the offense, number 55. 5-yard penalty. Repeat second
in the
down.
NFL, offensive linemen aren't allowed. Not like college. In college football and screen, you can go down the field.
Right.
However, in the NFL, here he is right here. If that screen is thrown on time, he's fine. However, now that it gets extended, he's down the field. Good call.
Puts him in a long yardage situation. They haven't been in much in this first quarter. Second down, 15.
But they've got to be patient. Don't try and get too much. I love the way Pat Shermer's calling this football game and getting the ball down the field and running Hillis.
Draw play. Only a couple. Brett Kiesel made the stop. Kiesel, the captain on that defense, the veteran in his 10th year.
And Timmons.
Brad, I love when we talked to him yesterday. And I said, you were a 7th-round pick. You still have a chip on your shoulder. What did he say? I was the 242nd pick in the draft, and I'm still upset about it.
Well, he's played a lot of great football since that 242nd pick. He and his dad both started growing the beards back on his dad's birthday, June 25th. His dad, Lane, 72 years young. He said, well, I can't grow the beard quite as well as you can. McCoy sidesteps the rush. Buys himself some time, and now he'll get what he can, and he's run out of bounds on the Steelers sideline all the way to the bench. So the Browns are going to have to punt.
I have no problem at all with McCoy choosing to run this thing out of bounds. Absolutely none. Punt the football inside the 10-yard line. Keep this game close. Don't make the big mistake.
Maynard's done a great job of getting them inside the 20-yard line 20 times this year. In fact, 27 times in the last 18 games. And he's going to try to lay it up here on the near side, see what he can come up with. It goes out of bounds inside the 10, I think. In the spot. Yep, right at the 9-yard line. Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers going back to work on offense with a 7-3 lead. 7-3 Steelers are going to start. They respotted it right at the 10-yard line. Ben Roethlisberger almost perfect against the Browns, 12-1. Pretty good company. He's joined since 1960. Best record against one team. Elway, Staubach, and Young. And Ben, just one blemish against Cleveland. And that was a couple of years ago.
On a Thursday night game in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Bad weather. We're getting pretty good weather tonight. You're talking about AFC North in December. This is about as good as it gets.
Block 80. Block it.
Mendenhall. Not much there. Maybe 2 yards if they're lucky. Shavering made the stop. Alex.
Hey, Brad. Well, Bruce Arians, the offensive coordinator for the Steelers, saying that Ben Roethlisberger may be having the best year of his career, saying that he has such a command now of everything. He's an old veteran, enjoys the young wide receivers, has kind of turned into a coach when he's around those guys. Remember, he's playing with the broken thumb. He's not totally not affected by it. It hurts him a bit when they snap the ball, and like that, having played with a Nerf ball this week in practice, right?
Yeah, both Tuesday and Wednesday, and the guys get a kick out of it, Brad. They're giggling and laughing. Ben likes it because the thing that hurts the most is the direct snap.
Takes a direct snap here and off play action. Sets. Again gets away from the rush. Throws on the run. He's got first down at the 30. Antonio Brown. And again, the strength of Ben Roethlisberger to extend the play, make something happen, and he does an 18-yard pickup.
Comes back to the football extremely well. I think it looks like he gets underneath it. It should be a catch. Roethlisberger did a great job with immediate pressure. Look at Jabal Sheard, the rookie. Protect the football as you're driving through, and now make the throw. Brown comes back to the football. It's hard to tell there, but it looks like he got that right arm, the left arm under it. Pat throws the
Cleveland
flag.
is challenging the ruling on the field that the pass was complete.
We'll take another look as we go to break. Did he get the hands cupped under it? Find out when we come back. Shermer has challenged this catch.
Looks to me like the hands come under. Remember, it's okay if the ball touches as long as he maintains control throughout the whole process. And it looks to me like both hands are under. The ball didn't roll on the ground. I think you have a hard time overturning that one.
And again, the ruling on the field was a catch. So they have to have indisputable video evidence to reverse this. And again, Howard Slavin is our replay official. And of course, the Browns would lose a timeout if indeed they're going to rule a catch here. Final half minute of the first quarter. Opening drive. Cleveland went down, got a field goal when they almost had a touchdown by Colt McCoy. And then we're stopped short on
the ball
third and
hit
goal.
the ground before the receiver caught the ball. Therefore, the pass was incomplete. It brings up third down.
I struggle with that.
There are no timeouts
I
charged.
thought he cupped it. I
Reset
thought he
the
was
clock
under
to 104.
Let's see.
104.
I
Thank you.
didn't see the ball move. Where? It looks like it's up against them the whole time. I think we get these super slow motion shots and look at the ball move a tiny bit, and I get frustrated with that. I thought Antonio Brown did everything he had to do to secure the football.
So instead of a first down, it's third down and long. And they put time back on the clock. 104 is what we've got now remaining first quarter. Pittsburgh had been really good on third down conversions until the last couple of weeks. They were 27% 2 weeks ago, only 20% last week. And that's one of the things Bruce Arians said, struggling a little bit on third down right now. This one's a third and long, 3rd and 9.
By the way, they're the second best team in the league at converting 3rd and 10 plus. So 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10, because of their ability to get vertical and because of that guy right there, his ability to extend the play, they're special on 3rd and long.
Tomlin getting an explanation. Meanwhile,
you know what I want to see? I want to see a coach throw another flag and say double challenge. Yes, do it again.
Double challenge.
Because I didn't like that.
Go look at it again.
Yeah, you guys got it wrong.
Empty backfield for Roethlisberger. Hines Ward in there as well. 4 wideouts. Zips it down the middle, and he's got it. Antonio Brown, he said, well, if I don't get it the first time, we'll do it the second time.
And they played a really deep, too deep zone.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense, number 98.
Phil
Contact to
Taylor,
the head.
the rookie from Baylor,
15 yards
first-round pick.
from the end of the completion, first down.
There's a big gap between the underneath coverage and the two deep safeties, and they're going to work their way right in here. And watch what happens. 3rd and 9. This group has to get deeper. You can't jump this guy and let somebody else in behind you. Great job right there. And here comes the late hit now. Phil Taylor to the helmet.
Oh, boy.
Really no question on that one, Brad.
That one might be a paycheck somewhere along the line. And that's going to be a 35-yard gain as Ben got one right in the head. And they tack it on to the end of the 20-yard pickup. It's all the way out to the 46-yard line.
3rd and 9, you can't hug up on the guy at 5 yards and let him catch it behind you for a big game.
Quick slant. And another first down. This one to Mike Wallace. And so much like a week ago, the Steelers doing it through the air. Even though the Browns gave up big yardage in their loss last week on the ground, Steelers told us, you know what, we're just going to play our game. We're not going to worry about trying to stuff it with the run. If Ben wants to throw it and things are working, that's what we're going to do.
Hey, and they will throw the football to get the lead, and then in the second half, run the heck out of the football. They're not afraid of either.
Now he realizes the quarter's coming to a close, so they slow things down. They head to the sideline, and we played one at Heinz Field. Steelers at home 5-1 this year. Off to a good start against the Browns at the end of the first. They lead 7-3. Set to start the second quarter. Ben Roethlisberger, Mike, has looked pretty sharp in that first 15 minutes.
He's got to be in the conversation when you're talking about the best quarterbacks. Now, here he is in the pocket. 5-step, skinny post. Got to be between 18 and 22. That's stealing for him when you're playing single high coverage. Now, this is what everybody knows him as. Extend the play, step up in the pocket, getting mauled late, gets rid of the football, it's a touchdown. So, Brad, everybody knows about him extending the play. He doesn't get enough credit for what he does within the pocket on time.
Block it up.
Here comes a blitz. They don't get him there either. And again, he gets Brown for a first down. To the 31-yard line and pick up the 13.
What are we talking about? Movement in the pocket, extending the play. Watch him duck under this rusher now. Okay, here it comes. Right up the middle, untouched. That's a win for the defense, right? Not so fast. Mayava misses him. He ducks and holds on to the. See him protect the football when he ducks that right shoulder. Boy, is that pretty. And then the touch pass to Antonio Brown, who's developing into one of the best young wide receivers in football. Man, that's fun.
Blue 20. Blue 20.
First down at the 31. It's Redmond on the carry. Cuts it outside. Little change of pace for men at home. They got almost 10.
I really think Heath Miller is probably one of the most underrated tight ends in football. When you get Heath Miller and David Johnson on the same side of the line of scrimmage and you run that stretch play, you're probably going to make big yards.
Talking with the Steelers, and they say, you know, how many guys are there in the league that can be a dependable receiver, a tight end, and still block? And they go, Heath Miller.
Hey, and how about, I put him with Whitten. I think he and Whitten are the best inline tight ends in the league that can also catch the football.
Black 20. Black 20.
Second and a yard, quick throw out to Heinz Ward. And there's,
ball down. Ball's out.
Brown saying they got it. They do?
Yep. I think Shelton Brown got on it. It was a good hit.
There's a ball out. First catch of the night by Heinz Ward. And the Browns get a break.
Ball's out.
Pick up a turnover. Thursday Night Football is brought to you by Jaguar. See the new model year lineup at JaguarUSA.com. And by the Philips Norelco SensoTouch 3D. A great shave, dry or wet with gel or foam. Well, Jackson put the foam on Heinz Ward on that last hit and forced a fumble. And the Browns take over offensively at their own 15-yard line.
Put the foam on him? I like that.
Colt McCoy, quick throw to the outside, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. Nice play by William Gay on Massaquoi. Let's go back to Hines Ward's fumble.
Well, Jackson, watch the flow and the hit he makes. He's going to dive right over top of Legursky and make a hit right there, bang, and then Kaluka Mayava strips it underneath. Really good play, and Hines Ward not accustomed to putting the ball on the ground.
Yeah, and that's a reaction after his 991st career catch. He drops it after the big hit by that guy. Second down at 10. Play action, McCoy buys himself a little bit of time and throws for a first down. That's what Colt does well. Gets outside the pocket, can make things happen.
And on top of that, watch Cribbs at the end of this. He's going to see Polamalu and then make an adjustment to get in front of him right here. Really nice job by the quarterback and the wide receiver in sync. Remember, scramble rules, come back and find an open spot, show your number.
You make a great point. He got under Polamalu because you know Troy's getting ready to jump that baby.
You got no doubt about that one.
First down, McCoy. There it is. There it is. That time he did jump on it. Polamalu coming back the other way. Still on his feet before he's knocked out of bounds at the 10.
Nice call, partner. You were on it. Boy, here he is lurking right here. And you better know, play action. Look, he's in the middle of the field, but look at him react. Bang! Ball's in the air. This is his all the way. That's a throw you cannot make if Troy Polamalu was single high. He read that the whole way, got the jump. He became the receiver instead of Evan Moore, and that's a young quarterback getting baited into a throw he should have never thrown.
10th interception of the season by McCoy. 33-yard return for Troy Polamalu.
And that's Mark Whipple right there, the quarterback coach, having a conversation with a young quarterback. And let's face it, Ness, year 2 in the league, there are a lot of lessons to be learned.
Absolutely. It's right at the 10-yard line, so it's first and goal for the Steelers.
It might take a shot right here.
Black back.
Oh, they were. That was play action.
Marcus Gilbert, I think, with a false start.
False start, offense, number 77. 5-yard penalty, his first down.
You know what I think that call was? I think it was Hines Ward coming back across the middle. I think Mike Tomlin was looking for a way to get him back on board. Well, I like that guy. Wasn't that fun meeting with him yesterday, Tomlin?
Absolutely. Still the second youngest coach in the league. Not yet 40 years old. And obviously so successful already. Of course, that's been a pattern for the Steelers, having successful coaches.
They've only had 3 in the last, how many years?
Since 69. Yep. Play action. Throwing on the run. Complete. Heath Miller. He lost the ball, and Cleveland might have it again. They do. 2 fumbles on pass plays by the Steelers.
That's 3 turnovers in what, 4 or 5 plays, both teams combined. And Joe Hayden, the former first-round pick. Watch Hayden right here. Makes the hit. Bang! Ness, we got a football game. 7-3 Steelers.
Joe Hayden on the right forced the fumble. Will Jackson on the left recovered it. And now Jackson's got a forced fumble and a fumble recovery all in the last 2 minutes. Cleveland doesn't get anything out of it offensively, though. And on that snap, pickup of only 1. Turnovers have been the story. Hines Ward first. There's the hit by Jackson and the recovery. And then Colt McCoy tries to tuck one in there, and Troy Polamalu had none of that. And then Heath Miller was heading toward the goal line when he took this hit from Hayden, and the ball came out, and the Browns had got it back. 3 turnovers in 7 plays.
Pittsburgh is -6 coming into the game in turnover differential, number 27 in the league.
Colt McCoy, that's incomplete. That one intended for Jordan Norwood. Browns had gone 20 straight games, this being the 21st game, without forcing a red zone turnover, and they get one, but now can they do anything with it?
Yeah, check. They got a little double-A gap. Brett Kiesel in the gap. He's the guy that gets his hands up. Kiesel, 6'5", great job getting in the passing lane of McCoy. And Brad the biggest reason why upsets occur. Turnover.
Keeson's 6'5", his beard is 6'7".
He was pretty proud of that commercial he did, I'll tell you that.
Third and out. McCoy from his own goal line, scrambling to find a receiver, and did. Got it out to Greg Little. That's his first catch. Came in leading the club with 50 and a 17-yard pickup.
Troy Polamalu again. Watch him late leave his zone. He's very instinctive. He comes up with an interception. He jumps things. Now watch him flash here and leave the receiver Little wide open. He's in no man's land right there. I'm surprised he made that move up and allowed Little open behind him.
And with that pickup, even if things don't continue on this offensive drive, it's going to change field position a little bit, if nothing else, for the Browns. Trying to establish a ground game. Ontario Hardesty only got a yard. Harrison, who's been on a tear lately, 3 sacks twice in the last 4 games. Having an all-pro type season again.
Yeah, he's a beast. But everybody focuses on the sacks. And when you put the tape on, at the point of attack, he's explosive. He's become an all-around football player, and sometimes that gets overlooked.
Hardesty again. Gonna have Casey Hampton draped all over him after a 3-yard pickup, and now flags flying at the end of the play. A little bit of an altercation over there on the far side, and let's see who the guilty party is.
A late block, I think, between Worlds and one of the tight ends. Worlds and Ben Watson, I believe, were involved over on the sideline.
After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, offense number 82. That's a 15-yard penalty. The down counts. Third down.
It's kind of like a wrestling move. There goes, they watch the hip throw over right here. Bang! Takedown, 3 points.
Only problem is so much for the field position switch now.
Yeah. When you're an underdog, you're +1 in the turnover differential right now. You can't be having penalties. And Ben Watson is 8 years in the league, a former first-round pick of the Patriots. Penalties like that will kill an underdog.
Third down and a mile now. They've got to get all the way out to the 37-yard line for a first down. And Colt McCoy's already been picked off once tonight. They don't want to do too much here.
Draw, screen, check down. There's the draw.
But it might get him enough yardage. It does. All the way out to the 45. Are you kidding me?
Come on.
Obaniah rips off a 28-yard gallop on 3rd and 20.
And Obaniah has become their third down specialist. They do a great job between Joe Thomas. Watch what happens with Thomas here. There's no hole right. The down block by Pinkston. Look at this. Are you kidding me? Yo, Ness, you could have gone for 30 on that one.
I could have gone for maybe 5. Out to the 45 with a first down.
Good call by Pat Sherman.
McCoy going to flare it out to Hardesty in the flat. Got 2 or 3. Jason Worlds made the stop. And we're down near the 9-minute mark. Cleveland hanging right in there with the Steelers 7-3.
I think they're doing a great job of getting the football down the field vertically a little more than they have in the past.
Mixing it up nice.
Yeah, and I charted 2 games in a row with Colt McCoy. They threw the ball 70 times. 55 of them were within 10 yards of the line of scrimmage. Today, they're getting the football beyond that. And I think it's important, especially off play action.
3 wideouts here. Steelers thinking about a blitz on 2nd down at 6. And they'll come with it. But it's Hardesty who got popped in the hole. He crossed midfield, but that's it. It'll bring up 3rd down and 4.
So today what we're seeing is the intermediate area, he's 4 for 5, and the 20-plus area 1 for 2. That's more than we've seen the last 2 weeks combined, and I love the mix and the balance so far with Pat Sherman.
Boys only made 1 mistake so far. That was the Polamalu interception. 3rd down at 4 here, trying to keep the drive alive in Steeler territory. And he's in trouble, and down he goes. Swarmed under back at the 45. First sack of the night. McClendon and Foote are there.
And they brought 6, and they were trying to trap him into making a dump throw over the middle. I give them credit. They're looking for a trap right here. They're going to bring 6, heavy pressure. They're hoping that he throws the ball right here where they had a double team. Good job by Colt McCoy. I'd rather have the sack than a bad interception right now.
Maynard now to punt. High kick. And they have to let this one go, and it's going to be down by the Browns inside the 5. Great kick. Buster screen down there on the special teams. So they did switch field position, and the Steelers are going to be in a hole offensively when we come back. Thursday Night Football is brought to you by Sears. Sears has the perfect gift for anyone on your list. Real gifts, real joy. Sears. And by the Droid Razor. Thin is no longer frail. Only at Verizon. Brad Nessler, Mike Mayock, Alex Flanagan.
52.
Our NFL Network crew from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, where the Steelers lead 7-3 with 7:34 remaining in the first half. But they start, the Steelers do, at their own 5-yard line. And there's movement on the front wall. I think it's Marcus Gilbert again, a rookie. That's his second false start.
False start offense. Number 7. Half of this to the goal. It's first down.
So that takes it down inside the 3.
And now they're going to take Hines Ward out and bring Wesley Saunders in. And this is their big group. And they're either going to come heavy downhill run, or you might even see a little play action to try and get out of the hole here inside your own 5.
Mendenhall hasn't run it much. You see him. You're looking right behind him.
Black 80.
With Johnson in front of him in the eye.
Black it up.
Now you get him. And he's got a nice run out across the 10 and diving. Maybe for a first down. Very close.
And they're in their 3 tight end alignment. Pretty easy read for Roethlisberger. They had 2 high safeties back here. He knows he's going to run it. They've got the numbers. Saunders does a great job at the back on the backside, forcing the corner Shelton Brown to make a tackle.
Second down and 1.
Brown trying to rip it.
Just some hard running by Mendenhall. He got that left hand back on it, or he might have lost it. Second down and short.
Black 20. Black 20.
Try him again for the first down. He's got it. Now they got a little bit of room to breathe.
Yep.
Tackled by Jackson.
Chippy down there. AFC North. No surprise.
Browns haven't won here since 2003. So it's been a long dry spell coming into Pittsburgh and trying to beat the Steelers. Steelers in their throwback uniforms tonight. The Browns, even if they wore throwback uniforms, you wouldn't know the difference.
Hey, 52.
First down at the 17.
Black 20.
Heath Miller in motion. Roethlisberger sets up, scans the field. Now he's in trouble, and down he goes. They finally got to him. Scott Paxson and Brian Schaefering are there.
And out, up, and out by Antonio Brown. And really good coverage by Hayden. Watch it. There goes the up, and now back out. Nice job.
And Ben Roethlisberger's hurt.
More importantly, there's the backside, but more importantly, Ben Roethlisberger's still down on the field.
Oh boy. Ben Roethlisberger being helped to the locker room. He got high-low by Brian Schaefering and Scott Paxson on that sack. And it was an ugly look at his left ankle as you take another look.
No question, you called it exactly right. Sandwiched between the two. He immediately grabbed down by the left ankle.
Charlie Batch in at quarterback. And looking to throw across the middle, too far in front of his intended receiver.
Here's the downside of extending plays sometimes. Boy, that's bad.
Did not look good at all when you see the pain on the face of Ben Roethlisberger.
A lot of times when you're outside the pocket, it's easy not to get the big hit because you can see defenders coming. I think that time his eyes were so focused down the field, he didn't feel the pressure until too late.
Certainly the Steelers weren't planning on Charlie Batch being in at quarterback in the first half of this game. Third down at 15. The sprint draw. And Moelde Moore got it out to the 20. Pickup of about 7. And the Steelers will have to punt. There's just a hush in this whole place right now at Heinz Field.
Yeah, all the air has gone completely out of the stadium. 7-3 ball game. Charlie Batch had not thrown a pass this year until that first throw he just made in that series.
Joshua Cribbs went in the locker room for Cleveland also just a few minutes ago. And so that puts Jordan Norwood back deep for this punt. Norwood camps under it at the 35. Made the first man miss. And spins his way out across the 45. The good field position for the Browns here, trailing 7-3 as we check in with Alex.
Hey, Brad, I was in the Steelers tunnel when they took Ben Roethlisberger into the locker room. Really had quite a look of distress on his face. Looked like he was almost panicked, in pain, not putting any weight on that ankle there. I'll give you guys the update as soon as I get it.
Well, he's had ankle problems before. He's got a broken thumb basically he's playing with, and this was the play if you're just joining us a couple of minutes ago. That didn't look good all the way from the knee down, that's for sure. And we'll hope that he can get back quickly. Right now, it's the Browns trying to take advantage. And Colt McCoy throws complete inside the 45 to Massaquoi.
Massaquoi looks good today. Had the double move earlier today for a 25-yard gain, and I really like the composure of Colt McCoy. Has not won a game in this division in 2 years.
Right.
I think, except for the one bad throw that he forced that was picked by Polamalu, he's playing a clean, efficient football game.
9 of 13 for Colt right now. Second down at 3. And again, they wrap up Hillis before he can get ahead of steam. I don't know if he even got back in the line of scrimmage. As we approach the 4-minute mark.
Hillis all fired up here. You know, when in doubt, the Pittsburgh Steelers will always trust Dick LeBeau in that defense. And the Browns have great field position right now. That's one of the guys I respect most in this entire league. Anywhere I've ever met in football, that guy right there. Yep.
Hall of Famer. Been here since 2004 and basically had #1 defenses just about every year since. Nice play fake by McCoy. Comes up throwing and incomplete. Ryan Clark makes a play on Watson. Watson had his hands on it. Would have been a first down.
This is a disciplined defense. Play action on 3rd and short. Watch him sneak here. And as soon as he comes off the fake, the discipline of the defense forces the throw. It's low. Really good drive on the football by Ryan Clark, and the play is incomplete. Colt McCoy's got to take his time and put that on him.
The Steelers are going to get the ball back. Ben Watson shaken up after making the attempt on that catch. So the Browns didn't do much with good field position after that punt. And they indeed have to turn around and punt it back. Brad Maynard's done a great job all year long of dropping punts inside the 20, inside the 10. Hasn't had a touchback all year. And won't have one here either. Another good punt. About the 7-yard line. 3:35 remaining. Ben Roethlisberger, we've talked about injuries. Right thumb, the knee, concussions, appendectomy, right shoulder, left foot. We know it's a left foot again, that we're sure of. The right shoulder, again a concussion a couple years ago. The broken nose, and now left foot and right thumb. That's a lot. The one tonight is the one that has got Pittsburgh fans the most worried right there.
Yep.
Happened a couple of minutes ago. He's in the locker room right now. Charlie Batch, the 14-year veteran, is in at quarterback for the Steelers at the 7-yard line. Keep it on the ground. Short gain for Redmond.
Redmond's a great story, too. He's a free agent from Bowie State. And the way he got here was that Bruce Arians, the offensive coordinator, Coach Todd
Timeout,
McNair
Cleveland.
at
That's
Temple, who's his
their
uncle.
first.
And McNair called and said, dude, you got to take my nephew. I vouch for his character. Just put the tape on. And Arians said, man, I put the tape on. What wasn't there to like? 6 feet, 230, and could play.
Pro Bowl quarterback in the locker room with a bad ankle, and a Pro Bowl center right now shaking up Pouncey. And he's kind of moving his left knee around a little bit. Wow. Here's how the AFC playoff picture looked coming in to tonight. Pittsburgh at 9-3, and the reason they're not in that left-hand column is because the Ravens swept them this year. And you're crossing those guys off over there, huh?
You know, San Diego might still be in it, but at the end of the day, they're all 5-7, and I think you need to concentrate on all those 7-5 teams.
Well, I mean,
5-7, you shouldn't even be on a graphic for a playoff.
38.
According you're mathematically alive or not. Come on.
2nd and 8. Again on the ground, plowing his way is Redmond. And he did a good job plowing. Got 5 yards. Browns took a timeout on the last snap. Let's see if they're going to take another one.
I think you're going to see a little bit of a shift in this Pittsburgh attack to a run game. Legursky that time, the left guard, absolutely came out and plowed over a Cleveland Brown.
Pouncey's really having trouble, Mike, right now.
Yeah, I know. He's limping.
22 years old is all, and already he's been a Pro Bowler in his 2nd year out of Florida.
Remember, he was the one that was trying to get back for the Super Bowl last year and couldn't quite make it.
We talked about Steelers haven't had a lot of coaches. They haven't had a lot of centers either, because most of them are either in the Hall of Fame or have been all pros, including Webby, Mike Webster, 14 years over center. Then Dermontti Dawson, several Pro Bowls. Jeff Harding's likewise 5 years. And now the young guy at age 22.
Brad, when I first watched tape of him coming out of Florida, the 2 guys he reminded me of were Dermontti Dawson and Dwight Stevenson, the great Hall of Fame center from Miami Dolphins.
Good company.
His movement skills are extraordinary.
Pittsburgh, that's their first. It's a 30-second time.
So first the Browns took one, and then the Steelers take a timeout. 32nd timeout here. They've got 2 remaining. Browns have only 1 remaining. So Charlie Batch comes over to talk things over on the sideline. And Pat Shurmur and the Browns likewise talking to their defensive captain, DeQuell Jackson. NFL Network's the only channel dedicated entirely to America's favorite sport. Every night, Total Access brings you the biggest stars, breaking news, and fantasy updates. Sunday at 9 a.m. game day morning focuses on the drive for the playoffs. We'll be all over the Giants-Cowboys showdown and in Denver, where the Bears try to solve Tim Tebow and the Broncos. For Time Warner cable customers, NFL Network's carried by DirecTV, Dish, AT&T Uverse, Verizon Fios, and hundreds of other distributors. Tonight from Pittsburgh on our Thursday night matchup, AFC North. If you're just joining us, Ben Roethlisberger has been injured. Charlie Batchin at quarterback. The Steelers lead 7-3 here late in the 2nd quarter. Now Batch goes down courtesy of Jackson. DeQuell Jackson came in as their leading tackler tonight. He's got a forced fumble, a fumble recovery, and now a sack. Pretty good night.
Came right over the rookie Gilbert. What happens here is right inside. No pickup by the tailback until too late. Lack of recognition by Isaac Redmond leads to that sack.
3:09 on the clock.
Number 52 doing it all tonight.
Good football player. Missed 26 games over the last 2 years because of 2 pec injuries.
And he says, knock on wood, everything going great this year. Hasn't bothered him.
I thought he was impressive when we met with him the other night.
Yep.
Well-spoken, talked about trying to bring along the young guys like Jabal Sheard and Phil Taylor. He's what an NFL veteran should be all about. He's talking on the sidelines with Billy Davis, his linebacker coach.
Dapanos to punt. Oh boy, he got all of this one. Norwood backpedals, drops the ball, flags are down. Norwood weaving through traffic has got it back in Steeler territory. But again, penalty marker on the play.
I always get nervous when the play-by-play guy says he got all that one, because that means Brady outkicked his coverage. There wasn't anybody within 10 yards of him when he fumbled the football.
talking to the Browns sideline. Ed Hockley is anyway.
A member of the punting team illegally went out of bounds on his own, number 31. That 5-yard penalty will be enforced from the end of the punt return. One keeps the ball, first down.
Curtis Brown, you can get pushed out of bounds. That's a great job right there by number 34 of the Cleveland Browns, James Dockery, a defensive back, not touching him. Once he went out of bounds on his own, that's an illegal maneuver by Brown.
Well, this is a golden opportunity for the Browns at the 43-yard line. Plenty of time to work with. 2-minute warning will stop it for them. They're out of timeouts, but 3 minutes is an eternity in the NFL. Hardesty in there at the tailback spot. Hasn't been much room to run tonight. He did get 3.
They've been patient tonight. I think Pat Sherman has done a great job managing Colt McCoy. 9 for 14 for 135 yards, and they've been pretty effective running the football. It might be a conservative game plan, but I applaud it. It's a 7-3 ball game, and Big Ben's out.
Big Ben's out, and the Browns have one of the best kickers from 50 yards plus this year, and they're already approaching Dawson's field goal range. Second down at 7. McCoy pump fakes one way, in trouble. Now he's going to go long. He's got Norwood out there, and it's broken up. William Gay diving, stab at it, knocked it away.
He had the route early, but because the pass protection breaks down, watch the double move. He's got it, okay? But watch the pass protection break down. McCoy's got to double pump it. There goes the move, and because he has to step up inside, it gives Gay an opportunity to recover and make a play. Had the protection been there, that's a touchdown. Give Gay credit for never stopping and running through the football.
Now can they get at least part of this third down and give their kicker a chance? They got to get to the 33. Blitz coming. McCoy throws incomplete. They're looking for a flag out there, and they're not going to get one apparently.
This is a rub route. This is part of a West Coast offense. I kind of thought he was running into his own guy.
Alex Smith, the tight end, was the closest guy to the football.
It's 2 crossers, and it's a rub route by the offense.
So they don't give that guy a chance for a field goal. Second straight time they've had great field position and ended up with a 3 and outs. And so Maynard's got a punt. Pooches this one high to the near side this time. And this takes a funny bounce and won't get inside the 20. Wasn't his best effort. Only a 19-yard punt at the 2-minute warning. Steelers now have a chance with a little less than 2 minutes before halftime.
Rich Eisen here and the atrium of Heinz Field getting set for the Kia halftime show. We're going to give away a trip to Hawaii, but give you the latest on the story developing here, Brad and Mike. Ben Roethlisberger is out with an injury that not even he could apparently shake off quickly. Brad?
Boy, it's a tough one, Rich. We'll see you guys in a couple of minutes. And there's Ben. And on the cart, and you can see the shoes are off and limping heavily outside the Steeler locker room. Remember, they don't have another quarterback past Charlie Batch. Dennis Dixon's inactive tonight.
Heinz Ward.
Heinz would be the guy that played quarterback at Georgia. Correct. Batch too far in front of Heath Miller. Remember, Charlie Batch, you're talking about a guy that hasn't played. Hasn't thrown a pass till just now.
Yep. He had 1 sack coming into this game, and Brad, I think what happened is Pittsburgh's going to have to play some small ball. And the important thing now is to get out of here with a win. Worry about Big Ben later and what you're going to do, but right now you've got to get out of here tonight with a win.
There's Byron Leftwich too. In street close. Meanwhile, Batch in the shotgun on second down at 10. Steelers have a couple of timeouts left, and there's some of that small ball. It's going to play it safe here. Get to the locker room with the lead, or at least that's what they hope.
And you might hear some boos in this stadium, and I could care less. I mean, that's what you have to do here. You're winning a football game 7-3. By the way, Jabal Sheard, the defensive end for the Cleveland Browns, second-round pick, is having very quietly a nice game of pressure. Look at this, Pouncey.
Kemoatu, I think, is going to go in and play center, or Legursky will. Pouncey out. Now the battery is gone. Pouncey to Roethlisberger. There's your middle.
Legursky started 44 games at center at Marshall.
Batch in trouble again. Throws on the run. His safety valve is Elodie Moore. And he's got a first down. Got 13 on 3rd and 11.
Nice job by Charlie Batch. Remember, a 14-year veteran is not
offense, number 73. 10-yard penalty.
Yeah, I thought Foster held Phil Taylor on that play.
Yeah, he did. That negates the first down throw.
It's towards the end of it. Here he is right here. Phil Taylor is the first-round pick out of Baylor. Watch it towards the end right about now. There it is. As Batch steps up into the pocket, that's typically where the offensive linemen say, uh-oh, change of direction. I better hold on so my quarterback can slide through. Those back judges are too smart for that.
Yeah, and instead of a first down, it's 3rd down back at the 10-yard line. They've got to get all the way out to the 31 for a first down. Sprint draw, and they got a big gain earlier for Moore, but not enough this time. And now they're going to use all the clock they can before they give this football up.
Remember, Cleveland, no timeout, right?
Yeah.
Used all of them early.
Capanos will be inside his own 5-yard line.
Interesting to see if Cleveland comes after this punt.
I was going to say the same thing. You know, what's the difference? If you're down to 15 seconds, you might want to take a shot and try to get to number 13. Run the clock down to about 20 seconds. There's a snap. Norwood going to try it. Ran right into the Steeler that was down there to make the hit. It was a nice one by Curtis Brown.
Curtis Brown has 13 special teams tackles, a forced fumble. He's become a force and probably the best special teams player on the Steelers. Now remember, he's the guy that ran out of bounds last time. Joe Hayden tracking him all the way down the field. The hustle.
He kind of ran right into that one.
He really did. You need to cut up inside Joe Hayden.
Tonight's aerial coverage is being presented by Southwest Airlines. You'll look in on a nice night, cold night, but nice in Pittsburgh at Heinz Field. Couple of plays maybe for the Browns. If they could get a deep out, maybe they could get a shot at a field goal. McCoy hurried, throws across the midfield stripe to Evan Moore, the tight end, and that took it all the way down to 5 seconds.
The problem is the ball's on the 48-yard line, nowhere near field goal range yet.
And so a Hail Mary upcoming, I'm sure.
Yep.
And Colt's going to have to throw it for all he's worth just to even get it to the end zone.
Kind of culture shock for Colt McCoy, the young man from the University of Texas who's used to great weather, used to be on teams that win football games. Last night, kind of talking about the cold weather up here, the rain, the wind, and how difficult it can be to throw the football.
Barring a penalty, last snap of the half. McCoy rolls to his right, looks back to his left. Ball is out as he's hit, and there's a flag down as well.
Was holding offense number 73. A penalty is declined. The half's over.
The sack ends the half. A low-scoring one. Steelers at home, leading 7-3, but without their Pro Bowl quarterback. End of the first half. 7-3. Steelers head to the locker room, hoping to hear good news about Ben Roethlisberger, I'm sure. Stay tuned. Rich and the guys will have a Kia Motors halftime show coming right up. Well, if he comes out and plays in the second half, let's just give him a jersey with an S, not for Steelers, for Superman, and hide the cape, because I didn't think we were going to see Ben Roethlisberger for a long time. He is warming up as we speak. That would be unbelievable after the shot he took in the second quarter. As we take a look at our first half game summary presented by Best Buy. Total yardage. The Browns, they had the ball 18 minutes, 10 seconds, got a couple of takeaways. 2 of those came inside the 20-yard line. That's what's kept them in the ball game. Brad Nessler with Mike Mayock. I'm telling you, first it was Ben going down, and then his center went down, but it looks like one of them's going to try to play at least.
Yeah, obviously the story of the first half are the injuries, and 2 all-pro players. Ben Roethlisberger, one of the top quarterbacks and football players in this entire league. with an injury that looks like it's going to keep him out certainly for the rest of the night, yet he's just taking snaps on the sideline. Now, Pouncey also had problems in the first half. Got chipped from behind there. Trying to extend the block there against Otava Rubin. His college teammate right there, Hayden, trying to help him out.
Alex was down there in the tunnel with both of those guys. Alex?
Guys, we were sure it might be a broken ankle, but Mike Tomlin telling me that the news is positive. The x-rays were negative. It's not a broken bone. He wasn't sure if it's a high ankle sprain or a lower leg issue, but Ben Roethlisberger might become even more legendary and tough if he plays in the second half of this game. He might have to do it, though, without his center, Marquise Pouncey, who was also taken to the x-ray room during the half. And they're looking at his left ankle. Doug Legursky would replace him or at center, will replace him at center, something he did, remember, back at the Super Bowl.
All right. Well, we saw Ben Roethlisberger warming up, heavily taped left ankle. He's talking things over with Bruce Arians right now, and it appears with Charlie Batch in the stocking cap, Ben in the helmet and the chin strap that he is going to play.
That's a tough guy.
That's something else, really.
That is a tough guy.
And they'll get the football to start the third quarter as Dawson will kick. Noelle Moore is going to take it 2 yards deep. They try and hand around. And that's going nowhere.
Now, Marisic made the tackle, but Carlton Mitchell is the guy that forced the play there on the reverse. Great job by the wide receiver Mitchell, not allowing Antonio Brown out wide.
With about 5 minutes left in the second quarter, I didn't think I was going to say this, but here comes Ben Roethlisberger.
Look at him limping out there. You kidding me? And this is just going to endear him to a tough city even more.
Shades of Willis Reed.
Oh, yeah.
But the bad news is they're at their own 7-yard line.
Our young audience is out there going, Willis Reed?
YouTube it.
Who's that?
Look it up. And limping to get the handoff to Mendenhall. It goes for 6 or 7 before D'Qwell Jackson made the stop. Wow. This has got to be some serious pain. He barely could get turned around to get that handoff.
Start talking about high ankle sprains and look at the limp. Just get the football to him.
And then lift the leg and try not to land on it again.
High ankle sprains keep a lot of people out for several weeks. Painful to deal with.
Second down and 3. Hines Ward in motion toward the ball. They keep it on the ground. And Mendenhall got first down.
Ball carrier.
He might get a big dose now, number 34, with the quarterback limited mobility-wise in what he can do in the pocket.
And this is what you're going to see. Kemoyatu, remember, he's in now at left guard. Legursky at center and power football. Kemoyatu and Johnson, and then push the pile for the first down. Ben will still take some shots down the field, trust me, but I think you're going to see a lot of power football this half.
He's got the group in there to do it right now. He's got 4 wideouts on first down. Empty backfield. So we expect his first throw since going down with that ankle injury. And it's a quick throw. It's incomplete, intended for Wallace.
Dimitri Patterson almost jumped that route in a quick slant.
You see, there was no bend in the legs or anything. He just stood there like a statue and threw it with his arm.
Second down and 10.
Coming out of a bunch off the right leg. You can see he's not stepping at all with that left. It's just going to be all upper body because he really can't rotate off the lower body.
Kind of gave the look as if to say, my fault.
Yep. That's the universal sign.
Mendenhall back in the Steeler backfield at second down and 10. He cuts off the left side. Mendenhall, big opening, first down run. Got about 12 more. Mike Adams lost his lid trying to bring him down.
Yeah, and they pull the left guard, but a real good job by Mendenhall breaking it back to the weak side. So they're going to pull here, but watch Mendenhall come inside Starks. Look at that hole right there. Really good job. Legursky back in center where he played at Marshall. So he's a center by trade. So you're losing something, of course, because you've got an all-pro center on the sideline. But Legursky is very, very solid.
Nice vision by Mendenhall to have that cutback run. This time he goes off the right side.
Mendenhall.
And Mendenhall becoming the main course right now in the Pittsburgh Steeler offense.
And
Tackled by Gokon.
What you're seeing right now is pure power football. They're pulling left guard. Remember last week, this Baltimore defense, the Baltimore offense ran 55 times for 290 yards against this Cleveland Browns defense, and I think we're going to see some of that right now.
Ray Rice went for over 200 himself in that game. With your quarterback banged up, that's the thing to do if it'll work for you. Second down along 6. Redmond's in there right now with Roethlisberger in the backfield. Ben set to throw. Waits, comes back across the middle. First down and a bunch more. Jericho Cotchery, who's got the touchdown tonight, a 22-yard pickup.
Yeah, I think at this point defensively, you got to force Ben to move around. If you four-man rush and allow him to stand like a statue, pat the football. Watch him. He's going to burp the baby right here. Pat, 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 and let it go. You've got to force him to move around in the pocket. You've got to force him to do more than that, because if he can stand like a statue, he's going to win.
Got it to the 44-yard line of the Browns. Wow. That took an effort just to get the handoff to Redmond, and Redmond still going. First down run.
Right down at the 34.
Tell you what, they can't run too many sprint draws or Ben's not going to get the handoff out there.
Not to that way either. He's struggling more going that way. Watch the double team right here at the point of attack, and then the back. Redmond makes the cutback. Really nice job on the backside of that play. Look at the extension.
That took all he had right there with those long arms.
Yep.
And a bad thumb on that hand as well, I might add. 8th play of the drive here. Steelers at the Browns 33-yard line. This one an easier handoff. Mendenhall at the 30.
We're going back to the Chuck Noll era right now, and it's okay. I mean, this is what they've been before, and even though they've only run the football 42% of the time, Bruce Arians told me right before the game, hey, whatever it takes to win a football game. A week ago, we ran the ball 33 times, only threw it 23. So whatever it takes.
This is Franco and Rocky time right now.
Exactly.
At the 30-yard line, second down and 7. Roethlisberger loads it and goes deep to the end zone. Broken up by Mike Adams. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver.
Holding offense number 68. 10-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
Got the left guard, Kemoyatu, in a very obvious holding penalty right up the middle.
And your quarterback got hit. That's a double whammy.
Right here. Watch the inside move, the outside set. Now here comes the inside move by Ataba Rubin, who has more tackles than any defensive tackle in the league. He's one of the best east-west players in the league. You can see that bad foot right there. The ankle.
They get stepped on.
No.
Whiz. Wow. Ouch. That was friendly fire from one of his guys trying to keep him upright. Instead, he ends up getting stepped on and ends up on his back. Second and 17. Limping back in the pocket. Flares it out to Heath Miller. And Miller brought down by Joe Hayden, much like he did when he fumbled earlier in the ball game.
Tackled by Joe Hayden.
All I know after that last hit is that there's a whole bunch of people watching this game that play football at all levels that have a newfound respect for the ability to deal with pain that Ben Roethlisberger has.
Third down situation, 3rd and 13. They've got to get all the way to the 23-yard line to pick up a first down. Again, they chewed up some clock here. Getting it into Brown territory. Roethlisberger in the gun. Pumps down the middle. Oh, in and out of the hands. Should have been caught and would have been a first down, I think, to Antonio Brown, or very close to it.
And he's a little frustrated because that was painful to step in. That's the first time he's really ripped one since the injury. Watch him step into this thing and rip it. Pump fake, bang. He rips it, puts it right between the 8 and the 4. Antonio Brown, you got to catch this one.
Norwood, deep receive.
Look at him. I think his pump fake's the best in the NFL.
Norwood with a fair catch at the 10-yard line. Browns have got it back. This guy somehow has come back to play. Give me the helmet. We'll give the Browns the helmet on offense when we come back. Thursday Night Football is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Find our fares online only at southwest.com. And by Kia Motors and the new 2012 Kia Optima. It's not your average midsize sedan. Browns have had trouble in the third quarter this year. Haven't scored a touchdown. They're 90 yards away from one right now, but they do have the ball back after stopping Roethlisberger and company. And then we got motion all over the place.
I think Troy Polamalu made Alex Smith very nervous right there. Harrison and Polamalu were right over top of tight end Alex Smith, moving a little bit.
This one's taking a little longer than you would expect.
Well, there was some movement. Harrison made a step towards the line of scrimmage.
Neutral zone infraction by the defense. Number 99.
I didn't think he got into the neutral zone.
Causing the offensive player to move. 5-yard penalty.
There he is right
down.
here. I thought he took a step right there, but stayed. Well, I guess they got Kiesel.
So they walk it off against the Steelers. First down and 5 now at the 15. And there's the problem. Third quarter has been a nightmare for the Cleveland offense. Hillis. He hasn't had much room to run tonight. Came in with sort of a bad hip. He'd battled a hamstring injuries this year. He's been shaking his head all night. He just can't get ahead of steam. He had that one run of 8 yards, and other than that, not much.
9 to 23 so far in the evening.
And that's such an important cog in this offense to give Colt McCoy a play-action opportunity. This time they'll be in the gun on 2nd down and 3. In trouble again. McCoy's going to try to run out of it. Did he get the first down? Had a run earlier where he thought he had a touchdown, and he came up short.
Be very, very close here. Very athletic quarterback. You could see it at the University of Texas. Like most young quarterbacks, he prefers to get out of the pocket at times, clear space and vision.
I'm not sure he got a very good spot on this one.
Yeah.
Looked like he got to the line, and it's the length of the football behind that line. I don't know about that. As we saw the replay, it looked like he had crossed the 20 or landed on the 20.
At the very end, the knees down right there. Ball short of the 20.
I guess that's a good spot.
Yep, knee is down. Very important third down right here for Pat Sherman. Remember, they got stopped short on the goal line on third about this distance in the first quarter.
And as everybody tries to move the pile, this time he's got it.
You see 89 Evan Moore's tight end get in behind and push him. Yeah, they got it late, I think.
They unpile all the bodies. They'll move it across the 20. And a set of downs for the Browns. Actually spotted at the 21. Midway through third quarter now. Still no change in the score. 7-3. Ben Roethlisberger touchdown pass. A Dawson field goal. That's all we've got so far tonight. Hardesty back to the tailback. And he'll get the carry. Maybe to the 24. One of the big plays of the night so far by that guy, Troy Polamalu, with his first interception of the season.
One of the most instinctive players I've ever seen, but occasionally it works against him. Here he is. He's going to hug the seam route and then immediately leave and hope to bait McCoy into throwing it outside. McCoy doesn't. Again, this time McCoy's going to scramble. Good job at this point, but then he's going to jump McCoy and let the receiver in behind him. Bang, completion. Of course, he made up for it a little bit later with a great interception.
2nd down and 8. McCoy, play action, sets up down the middle and behind his intended receiver. Mohamed Massaquoi. And brings up third down.
Ben
trying to keep warm over there, or keep the ankle warm.
The worst thing you can do when you have one of those is sit down.
Yeah.
It's trying to swell up. You've got it heavily taped, and you got to keep the blood circulating through there.
And that thing is going to feel horrible tomorrow. It'll be a good thing that they've got a long respite between now and the next game to try to get him 100% healthy. Obadiah in the backfield with McCoy. Pressure down the middle, and this one throws a strike. Got it to Alex Smith, first down.
This is West Coast 101 here. It's the tight end hooks over the center at 10. So you're going to see the tight end hook at 10. Then you're going to see the crossing route at 5. This is West Coast 101. Really good job fitting in the tight end between the linebackers. Smith, good job locating, catching the football.
Nice throw.
Yep.
Obadiah had a nice blitz pickup too. The block in the backfield to give Colt just that extra half second. On first down, he might not get another half second. He's going to buy himself some. Head for the sideline and took a pretty big hit over there on the sideline. And a flag flies in. Going to be 15 more.
I think it was Farrier.
Here's the end of the run.
Yeah. Worrells gives up. He's way out of bounds now. It wasn't a big collision, but you can't touch him. Watch, it's not a big hit. Good job by Colt.
After
that looked like a punter to me.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness, number 51. Hit him out of bounds. 15-yard penalty, first down.
Well, you can't do that with anybody, but you especially can't do it with a quarterback.
That's right. You know, he barely hit him, but he was way out of bounds, and you got to make the call.
So that moves it into Steeler territory. McCoy hanging in there. Last year, basically making his first big appearance for the Browns was against the Steelers. He went 20 out of 41 for over 200 yards, had a touchdown, but he had 3 interceptions. Tonight, just 1 interception, and he's been pretty effective. What a collision at the line of scrimmage with Hardesty, but he bounced off and got 3. Let's check in with Alex.
Hey, Brad, I think you see a lot of progress in Colt McCoy tonight, certainly compared to last week's game against the Ravens. That seems to be the theme. Pat Shurmur bringing that up at halftime when I talked to him. We just want to see progress with this team. Remember, a young team with not a whole lot of time with the lockout, new staff and everything. Says the one thing they would love to have had back was that pick, of course, in the first half.
You know, Colt told us last night, he said, the one word in the dictionary that I can't stand is process. But I realize that I have to be in the middle of a process. And he is in the middle of one right now in his second year.
And when we brought that word up to Pat Shurmur, he said that just shows some maturity and understanding and development.
2nd and 7. Quick drop, flags are down, the play's blown dead.
Yeah, they got Harrison coming off the slot. He jumped that call a little bit too quickly. Joe Thomas might have even come out of his
Before
stance.
the ball was snapped, false start.
Yeah.
Offense, number 73.
Yeah, he felt
5-yard penalty. It's still second down.
Joe Thomas knew Harrison was coming off the slot and just jumped it.
Joe in his 5th year out of Wisconsin, 4 Pro Bowls already.
Here it is. Here comes Harrison. Just jumps the snap count. He knows when Harrison's coming off the edge with a head start, you got to kick slide out of there quickly.
So it backs it up. 2nd down and 12. Draw play. Hardesty trying to weave his way through the traffic. Got 3 of it back, but only to the 45 where it's going to be 3rd down at about 9.
You know, Brad, I think that the major differences between these two franchises are stability. And you look at this Steelers franchise and 3 head coaches since 1969. Cleveland Browns have had 15. They can't seem to get a starting quarterback that can play at a high level. And that's what they need to find this year. Is Colt McCoy our guy? And that evaluation process will continue right through the end of the year.
McCoy in the shotgun on 3rd and long. Throws on the run. Too far in front of his intended receiver. Greg Little has been a non-factor tonight. Came in as their leading receiver.
He did everything right. He scrambled, he got out the door to his right. He did everything but complete this pass. Watch him feel pressure. He wants to come this way. It's not there. Watch him step up and around. And now you've got a chance to make a play. He's open. It might be a tight window, but what did Pat Shermer tell us last night? At Texas, everybody was open and nobody rushed him. Here it's the opposite.
Maynard's knocked a couple inside the 10-yard line tonight. Man, I think he might have placed another one right about there. At the 10. Big Ben, not a big lead. 7-3 Steelers. You can vote to send your favorite players to the 2012 Pro Bowl in Hawaii. Vote online with your mobile device at NFL.com/Pro Bowl or text Pro Bowl to MYNFL at 69635. Vote today. Well, I think the Steelers fans right now are on their devices. They might be voting for this guy, who is hobbled out of the locker room in the third quarter here to continue quarterbacking his team, leading only 7-3 and only 3:26 remaining in the third. That's Brown in motion across the field. And the give is to Mendenhall. And Mendenhall got a good run out of nothing. Picked up 6 yards. You know, the veterans on this team know Ben Roethlisberger well. Guys like Brett Kiesel who say, you know, he's always banged up when we're trying to put a run together.
He's used to it, I think. He's used to being banged up, Big Ben, you know. It seems like when we go on runs, when we go on Super Bowl runs, he's got something broken, whether it's a foot or an ankle or a thumb or whatever it is. So for us, it's a good thing.
Well, you got your wish, Brett.
Be careful what you wish for, man.
Second down and 4 as he limps to hand it off to Mendenhall. Again, he's got a first down. And this is just ground. Steeler. Ground Chuck, as in Chuck Noll.
David Johnson, 275-pound point of attack player. Watch the hit on Maeva in the hole. Bang. Good cutback by Mendenhall. And that's the kind of football, Brad, we've been talking about. That's what you're going to see at this point. And occasionally Ben's going to take a shot. But right now it's 1970s vintage Steeler football.
Mendenhall 60 yards, 42 in this half. He's past John Henry Johnson now and Barry Foster on the rushing list here for Pittsburgh. And here's a flag down. Johnson, and he's still going.
Johnson has no carries this year. They use him everywhere. Inline, H-back, fullback. That would be his 9th catch if it holds up.
Before the pass was thrown, holding by the defense, number 23. That penalty is declined because it would be enforced from the previous. The result of the play is a better result. First down.
All right, Ed. Whatever you say. It's a better result. I guess it is. If you're a Steeler fan, it's a great result. And a first down as we're under 2 minutes in the third quarter. 2 tight end set again. Mendenhall behind Roethlisberger.
8-man front. They want to throw the ball. They got a shot here.
Brown on the move. A quick throw that's complete again to Johnson.
Roethlisberger's pass.
Veritable windfall for Johnson tonight, Brad.
Yeah.
Brought down by Young and Jackson.
They're doing it by whatever means they can to protect their quarterback and protect their lead right now, the Steelers. Running Mendenhall, throwing short to the tight ends. Ben Roethlisberger limping around just to get the handoffs made or to drop back into the pocket to try to throw.
A tight bunch set. They run the football right here with Hines Ward as the point man, an awful lot out of that bunch set.
And Mendenhall comes out the back end of it. He's got another first down. Still going. Down to the 4-yard line. 15 tough yards by Mendenhall.
2 things. Johnson's block, and then watch the jump cut in the hole by Mendenhall. Make the linebacker Maeva miss. Right here. Bang. Jump cut. Missed. Second level. Lower the pad level and finish. This is a 230-pound tailback with great feet, former first-round pick. And Kevin Colbert, the general manager of this team, is as good as anybody's ever been with his first-round picks.
Just outside the 41 of the Browns. They keep it coming. This time stood up by Nickwell Jackson, and no gain on the play. The Browns again have gone a third quarter without scoring, but they're still only 4 points behind Pittsburgh. End of 3. Pittsburgh Steelers trying to go to 6-1 at home. They've got 15 minutes left to do it. It's aerial coverage presented by Southwest Airlines. On a cool night in Pittsburgh, we head into the fourth quarter with the Steelers in front 7-3. And Roethlisberger is going to be in an empty backfield here. And that means probably another flat-footed throw coming up.
Watching Wally Moore here, closest thing I've seen to Kevin Falk with the role he plays with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Blitz coming. Roethlisberger steps in and goes over the middle of Miller, and he's got a first down. And holding on to the ball with both hands. Picked up 11, but a flag down again.
Illegal hands to the face mask. Offense number 68. 10-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
Kemoatu, the left guard, with a penalty that's going to negate a first down.
That's a big first down, too. Here's Kemoatu. Here's Miller, who catches the football. Hands to the face right there. Good throw and catch. But all for naught.
Yep, it comes all the way back to the 49-yard line.
I got to tell you, Brad, if I had to vote for an MVP right now, it might be the punter from Cleveland, Maynard. So far today, the Steelers have been on a long field. They've had 5 starts inside the 10-yard line, including this current drive.
Again, the backfield's empty for Roethlisberger. Fires behind Antonio Brown. Incomplete.
That's that skinny post. We talked about how he throws that as well as anybody in the league. It's really difficult to make a throw like this, though, when you've got to favor your feet. 3 steps, he's hopping. His steps and footwork are all off, and the ball's behind. He's a little bit late, and the ball's behind. And Brad, you can't blame him.
No.
You know, he's really fighting to get any kind of footwork or steps down.
4th time the Steelers have been in a situation of 3rd and 10 or longer. 3rd and 20. Pressure coming. Roethlisberger steps up, fires down the middle, high and caught. Brown on the run. First down and then some, out of bounds at the 23-yard line.
You have got to be kidding me. One more time extending the play. Hobbling on a horrendous ankle. I thought he was going to throw the ball to Heath Miller in the intermediate area. Watch him drop it over Miller's head. Step up into the pocket. Here's Miller, and then he goes right over top of him. Phenomenal. Here comes Brown, working the middle right behind, 2 levels right behind Heath Miller. Makes the hands catch, and great with the football.
Now they can go back to the ground if they so choose. Mendenhall. Not much that time. Mendenhall coming in. Had only averaged 3.2 yards a carry in his 5 games against the Browns. Tonight he's at about 5.5 a pop. So much more productive this evening. This drive is going to its 10th play and its 5th minute. Brown picked up 27 on that 3rd and 20.
Got Mike Wallace in single coverage. Right down here. See if Banner lets him take advantage of it.
Pressure coming.
Yep, there it is.
Over the middle. On the run is Wallace. The 10, the 5. Did he get in? Yes, he did.
It was single coverage.
24-yard touchdown pass.
Now Ben saw this the whole way. He got a little rub off his tight end also. Hayden coming in late, trying to make a hit. Knee down. You can see the grass on his knee. That's coming back, folks. They've got to throw the challenge here, don't they? Watch the knee hit. You can see the grass right here. Watch his left knee, grass on it and everything.
We are reviewing the ruling of touchdown on the field.
Yep. That'll come back to the 2 or 3 yard line, it looks like.
Big play, though. Quarterback to his biggest target, Mike Wallace. Mike Adams and Joe Hayden trying to prevent Mike Wallace
hit the ground before he dove into
scoring.
the end zone.
And you hear the
Therefore,
call.
the ball is down on the 2-yard line.
At the 2-yard line where his knee scrapes.
The clock should be reset. Correction, the clock stays the same.
This is an interesting play because it's single coverage here, and then watch Heath Miller release, and he's going to use him as a rub against Sheldon Brown. Comes under right there. They use it. Easy throw, wide open. Love the pass protection too because they brought extra bodies. They protected their quarterback, and they made a big play.
Extra lineman in for the Steelers now as it's 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. Mendenhall has done most of the damage on the ground tonight. He gets the carry. Oh man, did he get met in the hole by Chris Gokon. That was wicked.
Yeah, Gokon smacked him. His helmet almost came off. It was such a good hit. Chris Gokon is going to come right from here, folks. Watch. Comes right underneath the fullback. No such thing as helmet to helmet against a running back. He's not a protected species in this league. Bang.
Only got about a half a yard. 2nd down and goal.
Great hit by Gokon. He had to move from the real linebacker to the strong side because of the injury to Scott Fujita 2 weeks ago. Johnson
moves to lead the way for Mendenhall. And again, he's met in the hole and put down. And it's Gokon again.
Gokon's having himself a series.
Now remember, earlier in the ballgame, Colt McCoy came up short for the Colts, or the Browns rather, and they had to kick a field goal. Can the Browns do the same thing to the Steelers here and force a field goal?
Exactly, and 2 huge plays by Chris Gokon. Real good job underneath, allowing him to come untouched, by the way, with all the defensive linemen.
It's back at the 2-yard line. 3rd down and goal. Do you go play action and try to pull a fast one here, or do you keep it on the ground?
You might even go 3-step and throw it out to Mike Wallace by himself down here.
3rd down and goal. Mendenhall didn't get there. What a goal line stand by the Browns, and Gokon's in on it again.
I think Mike Adams got a piece. Gokon got a piece. I expect they're going with their big bodies right now.
Steelers are going for it on 4th down.
I think I kick it here. How far do they have? Let me see how close that ball is. Actually, it's inside the 1.
It is inside the 1. It's about 2 feet from the goal line.
2 feet.
Now, if you got a healthy quarterback as big as Ben is, it's a quarterback sneak, but not in this situation. Mendenhall didn't get there. Stacked up by the Browns defense. 4 cracks from the 2, and they didn't get there.
Rubin and Paxton, the 2 interior players, do a great job at the point of attack. Wow.
Not only did they not get a touchdown, they didn't get a field goal either. How about that? Can't do it any better defensively in a goal line stand than this.
Yeah, Chris Gokon, big hit there on 1st down. Gokon again on 2nd down in the hole. 3rd down. Michael Allen with Gokon helping out at the point of attack. And finally, atop of Rubin, inside, Paxton inside, allow linebackers and safeties to come over the top and make a play. Dick Duran's group coming up large when necessary.
That's the good news. The bad news is they're at their own 1-yard line, and the fans are letting Colt McCoy and the offense know about it in that end zone.
I quarterback sneak this one.
That's what they do. Got about 1.5 yards. That's a little room to breathe.
You can't take any chances down here.
By the way, the Steelers 14-play drive, 89 yards, no points.
That's frustrating.
2nd time tonight they've been stopped in the red zone.
And by the way, Brad, when I say you don't take any chances down here, it doesn't mean you can't play action and throw one to the sideline, and if it's not there, throw it away. try and get some breathing room, but you got to be careful.
Smash! Smash!
Hill is back in there. Will get the carry. Trying to plow his way at least to the 5, and that's where he got. Hampton and Harrison combine on the hit. And it's 3rd down and 6. We're under 10 minutes. Steelers leading 7-3. First points of the ball game. The Dawson field goal. Roethlisberger, his 20th touchdown pass of the year. That's it.
Really difficult situation for a second-year quarterback. 3rd and 6. He can't hear. Look at him. He can't even hear what's back there on his ear. Place is going nuts.
We're going to take a timeout.
Yeah, a lot of confusion.
A big 3rd down and 6 coming up when we return to Heinz Field in a minute. Thursday Night Football is brought to you by Chevrolet and their award-winning cars, trucks, and crossovers. I don't know if that's a full moon, but the crowd is going to be in full chorus right now for Colt McCoy. 3rd and 6. Quick throw, and it's complete. No, it's in and out of the hands of Greg Little. Should have caught it. He's had some drop problems in the last couple of weeks. That one would have been a first down.
This is a simple slant slide combination. The tight end goes to the flat. The wide receiver on a slant. He puts it on him. Greg Little's got to catch it. Here comes the slant. You're a 2nd-round pick. You've got to catch that football.
Maynard backed up near his own end line. Kick high but short. Fair catch taken at the 36-yard line by Antonio Brown. Only a 31-yard punt. And now the Steelers with a lead. They're going to have excellent field position on their home field with 9 minutes and change remaining. Thursday Night Football brought to you by Pizza Hut's new Big Dinner Box. Get all your favorites in one epic box. And by IBM. Let's build a smarter planet. Visit IBM.com/smarterplanets. Holiday time in Pittsburgh. 9:09 remaining in the ball game. 7-3. Pittsburgh with great field position now at the 38-yard line. Mendenhall's been stacked up. Only 1 yard on his last 6 carries. That's because most of it was in the goal line stand by the Browns. Redmond will get the call here. And a good run by Redmond. Got out for 7 or 8 yards. That last play after Little had his hands on the ball, Polamalu put a pop on him. And then as he headed to the sideline, starts kind of working the right arm. And then he and Ryan Clark, who are inseparable in that safety spot, he said, okay, I need a little help, partner. Just pull my arm as hard as you can. There we go. That feels better.
Their relationship is unique amongst any 2 safeties I've ever seen in this league.
Second down and 3. Quick throw out to Wallace. And Wallace trying to get to the first down marker, but he's short.
You know, we talk about the relationship between Polamalu and Clark. It was kind of cool talking to those guys yesterday, talking to Ryan Clark, and he said that basically no matter where Troy Polamalu goes on the field, I watch tape. Sometimes I have no idea what he's doing within the context of their defense, but Ryan Clark said to me, I have his back. And sometimes I don't even know which safety he's going to line up to until right before the snap or right after the snap, and then I go play opposite.
And they do it as well as anybody ever has in tandem. 3rd down and a yard. The fullback, in this case Redmond, the up man in the eye, gets a first down. Penalty marker in the backfield, though.
You notice what they did? They snuck Redmond in at fullback. Typically a tailback because they wanted him to carry the football, not David Johnson.
Holding. Offense, number 68. 10-yard penalty. Repeat 3rd down.
How many penalties on Kemoeatu now? Is that 3?
That's at least 3, I think.
Remember, Legursky got the start at left guard.
Gilbert's got a couple penalties at right tackle.
Right here.
There's the jersey being held.
Yeah, the right hand on the top of Rubin.
So instead of first down, it's 3rd and long back at the 40. Steelers are making it very tough on themselves right now.
Yeah, they need to pick up, even if it isn't a first down, 7 or 8 yards at least for a field goal attempt.
Roethlisberger a couple steps back, limping, throwing, and intercepted. Mike Adams coming the other way. Adams with some blockers. All the way over on the sideline near midfield. 30-yard interception returned by Adams. The Browns have got a chance now. With just over 7 minutes to go, Roethlisberger makes a mistake. Cleveland's got it back. Tonight's aerial coverage presented by Southwest Airlines. In the last 15 games, only once against the Steelers have the Browns been on the plus side of the turnovers. They're +2 after that interception, and now they've got a chance to pull a stunner in the last 7 minutes here if they can muster some offense. McCoy throws complete. It's a first down. Muhammad Afsaquah. This is the first interception in the last 6 games.
Watch Mike Adams, the 8-year veteran. He's got a short zone. I love the way he looks for work. The crossing route comes, he reads the eyes, he sees the entire field, and coaches always say, if nobody's in your area, look for work.
Correct myself. First interception by the Browns in the last 4 games, but it goes all the way back to November 13th. So they needed that one from Adams, his 3rd of the year. Now the run on the inside is Hardesty. He's inside the 40.
Carrier.
And this is interesting here, Brad, because we go back to that goal line stand of Cleveland.
Yep.
And Mike Tomlin's decision on 4th and less than a yard to go for it. If he kicks a field goal, he guarantees himself at least an opportunity to play the game in overtime if Cleveland scores. Now, imagine what happens if Cleveland goes down there, scores, and wins the football game.
Second down at 5 at the 39. Afsaquah in motion. Straight drop from McCoy and flushed out of the pocket. And now he throws at the last second and completed it as he got planted. And I mean planted. And he's down, and there's flags down as well.
Yeah, I think we're going to get a hit on an unprotected quarterback. And it's probably going to be James Harrison. And Troy Polamalu got a big hit also, and Alex Smith was complaining about that hit.
McCoy looked like he was going to run, and then he pulled up at the last second at the line of scrimmage and let that pass go to the sideline. And then it was collision time.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense number 92. Helmet.
It's at the very end of this play.
The end of the run. First down.
As he lets go of the football. Here comes Harrison. Look at the head snap back. Helmet to helmet. No question there, Brad.
Colt McCoy up on the sideline after taking a vicious helmet-to-helmet hit from James Harrison as you get another look.
Seneca Wallace in the ball game. We also could get some Josh Cribbs in the Wildcat.
The 19-yard line after the walk-off on the penalty. And a 2-yard gain by Hardesty. 5.5 to go. And the Browns try to put together an upset. Not only was that a helmet-to-helmet collision, but I think they're working on Colt's left hand, I believe. And it looked like they were trying to maybe pull a dislocated finger back into place. They're taping it up. We got one quarterback playing with a bad ankle, another one whose head's got to be ringing, and now his hand is hurt. And we've got backup quarterbacks for both teams. Right now, Seneca Wallace at the controls on 2nd down and 9. And off play action, he's set to throw. And fires to the 5, complete. 1st and goal to Evan Moore.
Well, that's a good throw and catch coming off the bench cold, let me tell you.
Only his 2nd pass of the year, and he put it on the money.
And it's a too-high safety look off play action to Polamalu's side. Really good job by Moore breaking it off. And I loved how Wallace brought him back toward the sideline away from the safety.
And if Ben Roethlisberger can do it, Colt McCoy says so can I. He's back out there. And a 1st and goal for the Browns. The Steelers 5. Draw play. Going nowhere. Polamalu drops Hardesty in his tracks.
A lot of teams in the NFL taking a page out of college playbooks and spreading the field horizontally to run it in the red zone. But Polamalu, watch him react to it, sees it, trusts his eyes, makes the tackle, tries to rip the football away from Hardesty.
Well, if you're going to go play action, you don't usually wait till third down if they decide to throw.
Spread him again. Single coverage up top.
McCoy gets over the eye in the spot he wants him. Straight drop. Here comes the pressure. Got away from one, didn't get away from the second, and the ball comes out as Harrison, who just went head-to-head with him, this time goes arm to ankle and comes over and kind of gives Cole a pat on the helmet.
Be on the line of scrimmage. No intentional grounding.
That was an interesting interaction between Harrison and McCoy at the end of the play.
Polamalu misses him. Harrison gets him. He's outside the pocket. Now, is his knee down? There's the miss by Polamalu. Now, right there, let's see if this knee is down before. Yeah, that knee's clearly down right there. That's got to be a sack.
So now it comes back outside the 15-yard line.
It's a correct call.
Here's the end of the play. Harrison saying sorry about that helmet-to-helmet job. Colt's like, well, you got me that time. You got me the other time pretty good, too. Sir. Way out at the 15-yard line. 3rd and goal. And now you'll hear the Pittsburgh fans again.
Got to take a shot, right? You're down 4. Might not get the football back.
McCoy fires to the end zone. It is intercepted by William Gay. Second interception of the season. This one stops a drive as Gay, with the interception in the end zone, gives it back to the Steelers. Colt McCoy with a quarterback coach Whipple, and an interception in the end zone has stopped another Brown attempt to take the lead in this game. Back to the ground come the Steelers. The Browns only have 2 timeouts remaining as we're down to the 3-minute mark.
They're going to pick up man-to-man here. The inside receiver is going to go here. Gay does a great job. If you're going to throw this ball, it's got to be way earlier off the break. The ball's got to be in the air right now. He holds on to it way too long. He allows the drive on it, underthrows it, way too early. Easy for William Gay.
Cleveland down to 1 timeout now. Some pretty gutsy performances by both quarterbacks tonight. One with an injured ankle. Colt McCoy with a head-on collision with James Harrison, and then an injured left hand for sure that they've taped up. I got to think on that play by James Harrison that the league will be calling.
They're going to reach into his pocket for sure. And from Harrison's perspective, you would hope that's all, is the way he's going to look at it.
Second down and 9. Cleveland can only stop it one more time other than the 2-minute warning. Roethlisberger throws, back shoulder, Antonio Brown down the sideline, back to the middle of the field, and now he might go. Brown, touchdown! Career-long 79-yard touchdown catch. Antonio Brown. And that might just about do it.
And that's a veteran quarterback game on the line, understanding he's got single coverage on the edge, and trusting his receiver.
1985.
Find a way to win, right, Brad?
I guess.
That's what it's about.
Even on a severely bad wheel, Roethlisberger 2 touchdown passes tonight. And the extra point is up and good. 2 plays and 80 yards in 19 seconds. That's all it took.
Good teams find a way to win these games. Bad teams can't finish. Look, here's the single coverage with a single high. He knows he's got what he wants. Trust his receiver. He's going to go back shoulder. Good coverage by Hayden, but the throw is to his back shoulder, and now it's an athlete in space, and here it again. Hayden's up top. Because he's up high, you go back shoulder. And now, look at Antonio Brown. This is why he's such a good return man. He's an athlete in space. He makes people miss. And I give Ben Roethlisberger all the credit in the world. You saw a second-year quarterback make a mistake, and then you saw this guy take advantage of a team that had to get desperate.
William Gay is the guy that helped set it up with the interception of Colt McCoy in the end zone. And 2 plays later, the Steelers are up 14-3.
People wonder why we always talk about this being a quarterback league. And those 2 plays right there define the reason.
Sweezum's kick. Screen will take it 2 yards deep in the end zone. And he doesn't make it to the 20. In fact, only to about the 15. Don't forget, next week, we're going to be in Atlanta at the Georgia Dome. Jaguars come calling on Matt Ryan and the Falcons. Then we'll double things up. The Cowboys and the Buccaneers get together in Tampa. Special edition of Thursday Night Football on Saturday night. 2 primetime games next week, only on NFL Network. Going to be busy. Hope you join us.
And the Falcons at 7-5, the Cowboys at 7-5. Each of them need a win to keep pace.
And all the Steelers wanted to do was get through tonight, get to 10-3, and then have a long break before a week from Monday night game against the 49ers on the West Coast. And it'll give them a chance to heal. And they've got some walking wounded, including their quarterback. And this guy's not going to feel too good tomorrow either.
And of course now they're 10-3. Baltimore hosts Indianapolis this weekend. Little check down right there. Late hit. Maybe not.
Colts going to be 0 for the division in the next 2 minutes and 43 seconds unless some magic happens.
Ram.
Crossing routes to Greg Little. Little holds on to that one. Gay brings him down after an 8-yard pickup.
And Little's drop on that 3rd down late in the 4th quarter kind of set up the sequence.
Sure did.
With the interception and the big play by Ben. And the drops have been a continuing story in the Cleveland offense this year. They're tied with Atlanta and Philadelphia for the most amount of drops by NFL team this year.
Roddy White's a guilty party in Atlanta. Little's a guilty party for the Browns. And Pat Shurmur told us it's the most aggravating thing for a coach. He dropped passes, and he thinks that it would have changed their record by maybe as many as 2 games. We're at the 2-minute warning. Right now they're en route to their 9th loss, unless something big happens in the last 2 minutes. Thursday Night Football is brought to you by the Droid Razor by Motorola. Droid Strong, razor sharp. And by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Let's go to Rich.
Well, Branham getting set for the K Jewelers post-game show. We're going to hear from Ben Roethlisberger in some form or fashion on the night that his legend grows in Pittsburgh. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Whichever star of the game is physically able to make it to the set will clear a spot for him.
That's a good idea. That's a very good idea.
It's like they needed a shuttle from the benches back to the locker rooms for x-rays tonight.
Yep. Ben on a bad left ankle. Polamalu playing with a jammed right shoulder after that hit on Little that popped the ball out. And the Browns only 1 timeout left and trailing 14-3. Quick throw, and that's incomplete. Farrier putting the heat on Colt McCoy that time. Coming in, we told you how the playoff picture looked. Baltimore, remember, at 9-3. has the advantage over Pittsburgh because they swept the Steelers. But right now they're going to go to 10-3, and then the remaining schedules of these two teams, you kind of look ahead, and Ravens, well, at the Bengals maybe at the end, and the 49ers loom next for the Steelers a week from Monday. And that'll be a tough one, long trip to the West Coast. McCoy, that is intercepted by Ferrier, the guy that just hit him on the last play.
Interesting to see whether or not this is going to hold up. I thought when he threw the football, it might have bounced. It definitely hit the ground. It'll be a booth review, and this will come back to Cleveland ball.
Now the fans celebrating, but they don't know what we saw yet.
You know, Brad, when I think of the Pittsburgh Steelers, I think of the guy that's kind of the conduit between Bill Cowher and Mike Tomlin. The common denominator is Kevin Colbert, their general manager, and he's been here 12 years. And to me, Kevin Colbert's the glue to this franchise.
Well, he works in such great...
We are reviewing the ruling on the field that the pass was intercepted.
I'm going to take a look as you look at Kevin. Works great with Mike Tomlin. They have a great working relationship. We'll look at this play and come back in a minute. This Sunday, don't miss the Emmy-nominated NFL Game Day morning. Along with all the latest news, analysis, and injury reports, we'll go inside the history of the Cowboys-Giants rivalry in advance of their big matchup. And hear Tom Brady and Bill Belichick wired. Don't miss Game Day morning, Sunday starting at 9 Eastern only on NFL Network. Booth review going on, and the ball's going to go back to the Browns.
The ball hit the ground before the receiver got it, skipped off the ground. Therefore, the pass was incomplete. It brings up third down on the 37-yard line. Reset the clock to 1:52.
Colt McCoy will come back out with another chance or two. Quarterback comparison tonight. Well, one's a guy that's a Pro Bowler, one's a guy in his second year, and they've taken some shots, both of them.
Look at Ben, though, 16 for 21 for 280 yards on a night where he's hobbled. You just kind of have to doff the cap and say, I respect that. Great job getting your team a win tonight.
And a big chunk of that team moments ago, 79-yard touchdown pass to that guy.
And by the way, let's not forget Dick LeBeau's defense that's allowed 3 points. And on the season has allowed 16 points a game. This defense is dominant, and they needed them tonight, and they came through.
Steelers may have jumped, flags down. Could be a free play for McCoy. Throws high and incomplete.
Like Harrison. You know, Brad, a minute ago we were talking about Kevin Colbert, and just to kind of finish that off. And
Offside, defense number 99, 5-yard penalty, repeat third down.
If there's a guy that can identify what a true Steeler looks like in the draft, it's that guy. I think he's one of the most underrated GMs in the league. Look at that face. He is a Pittsburgh guy. He's North Catholic High School, Robert Morris College, now the GM of the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm going to read some names, Brad. First-round picks: Pouncey, Hood, Mendenhall, Timmons, Santonio Holmes, now obviously with New York. Listen to this: Heath Miller, Roethlisberger, Polamalu. Are you kidding me? They don't miss in the first round.
They're down at 5. Colt McCoy doesn't miss on this one. Got it to Norwood. And he's across the 45 out to the 46-yard line. Tell you what, you walk in the Steelers facility, it's a little bit intimidating when you walk by all those Lombardi trophies, all behind glass with the lights on them and everything.
What'd your boy Swanee tell you last night?
I said, you got those 6 Lombardi trophies. He says, yeah, but the first 4 are shinier than the other ones are. Oh, man. Those all came under Chuck Noll. And then Coach Cowher, Coach Tomlin were the others. And really, it's a legacy. These Steelers, they try to help the young guys come along. They're getting younger on both sides of the ball right now. People don't realize that. They think of them as an old team. They're old in spots, but they're veterans in spots, and those veterans help the young guys to kind of carry on that Lombardi Trophy legacy.
I mean, look at Brett Giesel, a 10th-year guy. He's now coaching the other defensive ends. He's coaching Cam Hayward. He's coaching Ziggy Hood. Ziggy Hood's already helping out with Cam Hayward. It's a wonderful legacy, and their building is different than a lot of other buildings around the league.
McCoy is intercepted again. Flags fly in. Ryan Mundy with the interception. As McCoy tried to go down that seam and find another turnover, unless this is against Pittsburgh.
I think there might have been a little bump beyond 5 yards.
Before the pass was thrown, holding defense number 22. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot.
It wasn't much, I'll tell you.
Down.
Watch right here, William Gay. He's going to get a little piece in the slot right there. There isn't a whole lot there.
Ooh.
Now, if you want to go by the technicality of contact beyond 5, I hear you.
Yeah.
But that was tic-tac if there was ever a definition of tic-tac.
Final half minute, but a first down for the Browns. McCoy directing traffic, throws incomplete. Greg Little got a hand on it, but couldn't hold it. Quarterbacks tonight, not a fun job. There's Ben Roethlisberger, and that looked really, really bad, but he came back out to play. And Colt McCoy, this doesn't look any better. From James Harrison, right in the nose. But one's smiling, and the other one's going to have a sad face, much like he had last night. The frustration of losing this second-year quarterback, Colt McCoy.
What did Tomlin tell us about Roethlisberger? They got the shuffleboard, the bowling, whatever.
He said he's a sick competitor, and he says he wins most of those things. Bowling, pool,
Shuffleboard.
Yeah. They got belts and trophies and stuff down there. He's got most of them around his locker.
I was on the field before the game with Tunch Ilkin, who played 14 years as a tackle in this franchise and is now their radio guy. I said, what stands out here? He said, Mike, all they do in that locker room is compete.
Yep.
And it's all about shuffleboard, who's winning. And it doesn't matter whether it's chess or bowling or shuffleboard. They all want to win.
And they're going to win in 16 seconds for the 10th time this year. Fourth time in the last 5 years that Mike Tomlin has started 9-3, and now they'll go to 10-3 a couple plays from now. McCoy bounced out the backside of that somehow. Colt throws on a run, incomplete. Oh, was it caught on the ricochet? No, incomplete. Probably just one try left.
Kind of like Colt McCoy tonight. You know, if you're looking for answers in Cleveland, I thought he did a great job. Ben, gosh.
Well, judging Colt McCoy with maybe not having enough talent around him, or at least guys that can hold on to the football, I don't think that's fair.
Right, and he doesn't have a vertical guy like a Mike Wallace.
Right.
Or what Joe Flacco has in Baltimore with Torrey Smith and that group. Give him time.
Probably the last play of the game. And that's going to be the way it will end. With the Steelers sacking the second-year quarterback. Steelers defense has allowed only one touchdown in the last 3 games. Tonight, just a field goal for the Browns, and that was on their opening march of the first quarter. And I'm sure some words of encouragement between Roethlisberger and the young quarterback of the Browns. Gutty performance by both quarterbacks tonight. They both got banged up and knocked around. They both ended the football game on the field, though. And that guy, with 2 touchdown passes, leads his team to another win. 14-3, the final. The Steelers go to 10-3 on the season. We're going to be coming back for the Kay Jewelers post-game show featuring highlights, analysis, interviews, and press conferences. Rich and the guys will be back here at Heinz Field when we return. Stick around.